Hey guys, what's up? Jameson here, Rubiksguy. Today I'm bringing you a review of the almighty Star Wars cube. Oh, sorry, it's the Force cube. Easy mistake to make. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let me start off this review by saying that this product, the Force cube, was provided to me from Camille Shepard, the algorithmist on YouTube. She gave it to me for free to do a review video. And I am really thankful about that because this product is amazing, as I will soon go into. Let's start off by saying that this puzzle has no equal that I've ever tried as of this day. I heard the Lubix Elite is better than it, but that's a $100 puzzle and I haven't tried it. So the Force Cube is definitely the way to go in my opinion. It is definitely my new main. That's the TLDR version. Buy one. If you want to watch the rest of the review, go ahead. But just know that I'll tell you to buy one. You can pick one of these up in any of the 6 major Rubik's Cube colors, excluding black, and I'm pretty sure that black plastic will be available if it isn't already. With regards to getting used to the colors, it threw me off at first, but within a few solves, it is just as easy to recognize it as on a black cube or a white cube. Obviously this cube is yellow plastic. All the pieces are cast in yellow, because what this is a Diane stickerless or Diane colored Zhanchi. What that means is that what Camille did was she took the stickerless cube, which I don't have one on me, I'm gonna get one soon, and as you know, the pieces are divided. It allows each individual piece to have its own color. So this divides into thirds, like so. Come on, there we go. This would be blue, this is white, this is red, whatever. And that way you don't have to have stickers for the cube. So what people have been saying is, well, the colored Zhanchis are essentially the same thing, but a whole bunch of people believe the stickerless Zhanchi is by far one of the best cubes you can get because of the plastic. I believe it's made out of pure ABS, whereas the original Zhanchi, the black, and the other colored ones are made out of a combination of ABS and PVC, which is the piping material. So people believe the softness of the plastic is what attributes to how fast this can turn and how much it can corner cut. The problem with stickerless cubes is that you can't use them in competition because when you turn the puzzle like this cube is divided in half, so you can essentially see the back face. You can see faces you're not looking at, so it's considered cheating. So I've stickered this with CubeSmith bright stickers, I think. Green and the orange are bright. And I've left the yellow side stickerless because why not? This cube rotates pretty fast, yet it's still controllable. It'll do a U2 with a single flick of your finger. Just a light pull lines it pretty well. Let's get on to the corner cutting. 45 degrees, right there. Not a problem. I'm not putting any force into this. Line to line, it even does that. Well, I guess that's the same thing. There's past line to line. See if I can do that. Okay, I won't be able to do that much. Now reverse corner cuts. It can do half a centerpiece, a little bit more. About there is where it hangs up. Middle corner cuts. Now, as I showed, the pieces have torpedoes in them, so if I can pull out an entire row here. There we go. These pieces are all held together by this torpedo in the edge piece, which prevents it from popping out, because obviously it can't. The corners are holding it in. So these all go back in here. Normal mechanism. It's got a white core. As you can see, all the pieces are yellow. So what I did was I screwed down this screw until the washer that's part of the screw there was flat with this circle, and I used that on all sides as my sort of template for adjusting the centers. I did about 3 full rotations, 360 degrees, 3 times around, and this cube is really loose, as I was saying, and it's not popping. I had this down to, I think it was 2 turns. And unless you really yarked on it, I guess that's a word now, if you really forced it through, then it would pop. But once you get to 3 turns, you ain't seeing no pops. I'm really forcing that through. So the cube binds a little bit, but that's only if you're being a complete caveman with it and just... But beyond that, this cube does not bind at all. You can tighten this up, which I think I might do. But I like how loose this is. See, it is not going to pop. Like, I'm really surprised by how good it is, and I am very very picky about which cubes I use. Very hard to find a good one. This is my main beforehand, the Rubiksguy. It's the same size as the Stickerless Zhanchis, and this is the Lubix Ultimate Guhong. I bought it for 20 bucks at Colorado Comp a while back. It's a freaking amazing puzzle. The only problem with this one is it binds a little bit. Like, you'll be doing an algorithm and it'll mess up. Fail. Oh god. This cube will catch just a little bit. So between these two puzzles, this one is much better with regards to catching and locking, because it just doesn't happen. I've had maybe... I can't even count a catch. Yeah, no catching is basically what I'm trying to say. The corners and the edges. See how loose that is? That's really loose. There's the flarings on the pieces. The torpedoes are holding in right now, by the way. That's all. Whee! Let's do a solve. I have my handy dandy stack mat here. Now, the best way to describe a cube, I've noticed, instead of doing algorithms or just doing like the sexy move over and over again, any cube will feel good if you do that. But the real test is the scramble and a solve, and I'm sure everybody knows that. But for me, I'll be testing somebody's cube and I'll be like, oh wow, this is really good. And then I'll buy it or something and I'll be disappointed, because once I start doing solves, it's not nearly as good as I thought it would be. Just a random scramble. This is a weird angle. I have my hands wrapped around the tripod. Giggity giggity goo. $15.41. Pretty good solve for me. Only took 3 takes to get a good time. Yay! I'm a pretty rough cuber. I was going a little bit light there because, like I said, this puzzle is adjusted loosely. I love having it because I can go out to public, and if anybody solves a normal cube for me or mixes it up, they tend to yard on it and just pop it right away because they see how fast I speed cube it. So this cube I feel very confident handing to people because nobody's going to be able to pop it. Something that I noticed as a negative, but not necessarily so, because it doesn't seem to affect the puzzle turning, these pieces aren't really that tight together. They'll sort of wiggle around. So if you already have a Rubiksguy Ultimate, I would recommend upgrading to the Stickerless Zhanchis Force Cube. Great one-hand cube, great two-hand cube. Corner cutting is amazing. Plastic quality is great. It's slightly softer plastic than a normal Zhanchis, which is the argument. You can have a really loose tension and it'll still cut corners and rarely pop. If you tighten it a little bit down, it's not going to pop on you at all. Very little catching. If you're going to look for the perfect speed cube, this is about there. There's her logo. This is $19 on E3 Cubes Canada. Once again, website and link to her channel in the description. I will see you guys at the June 10th competition in Seattle for the Rubiksguy, and I will also see you at Nationals. And VidCon, if anybody's going, I'll be there as well. Thank you very much, Camille. I love this product, and heck, even if I bought it, I would endorse it. Jameson, Rubiksguy, out. With this little circle here, as Cameron shows in his tutorials, I hate planes. This is going to be a bitch to edit. And yeah, it'll do that easily. Okay, well, if you're not a complete idiot, this cube will not pop on you. This cube rotates pretty fast, yet it's still controllable. I can do a U2. Okay, that was a rare occurrence, what you just saw. Good job promoting the product, Jameson. No, seriously, that was a fluke. Oh god. I'm definitely not a cross genius.